I was watching this really great interview with the founder of FreshBooks, and he spoke about there's 3 different types of CEO, there's 3 different things that the CEO should be doing on a day-to-day basis, and then there was one other set of 3 things, which I'll refer to in a second. So I kind of was writing notes about this, and I came up with 3x3 matrix, okay? I like to just put names on things. It helps me remember them, and it helps me teach them to other people, which I find myself doing a lot at my company Impact School. So with that said, wow. When I heard these 3 different types of CEOs, everything became clear to me as to why there were different issues that Impact School was facing in 2021. And so the 3 types are as follows. Number 1 that we hear about all the time is a visionary. Now apparently this is less than 0.5% of all CEOs are visionaries. They're in no particular order, but 2 is the operator, 3 is the builder. And so these 3 different types of CEOs are so different in the way in which they rally the team, they operate. For example, Steve Jobs, he got booted from his own company. It's happened so many times for visionary CEOs, and I realized this happened to me in 2021. Well, what was happening was that as a visionary CEO, that is hard and fast what I am. Like, all of my team, ask any of them and they'll literally laugh if this topic even comes up. For me, it's so black and white. Like, I am just not a builder or an operator, just not flat out. I'm just a flat out visionary, and I'm very aware of that. But what happened was I was getting dragged into operations, and I was getting dragged into building, which then ultimately caused me to like kind of build a house, one half of a story, and then I start building the Eiffel Tower, because like that's all I can see is the top of the Eiffel Tower and the view from the top. And it's because we didn't have the right structure in place. So back to my point, and I have all the notes. If you DM my Instagram CEO, I'll make sure that by the time this video goes up, we have like an automated thing so that you get it and it will be free. So go over to my Instagram at Tickner, send me a message, CEO, and you'll get my whole notes. But when you know the type of CEO you are, then you can know what should you be doing on the day-to-day basis, okay? So if you're a builder, then guess what? You should be building things. If you're an operator, then you should be managing things and making sure that it's all on track. If you should be visionary, you should stay the hell out of those day-to-day stuff, because you're just gonna screw it all up. Really, the 3 different types of CEOs, none is better than the other. And you know, a lot of the founder of FreshBooks, he was saying how he's very much a builder. It just depends upon having the right people around you. So something that was so profound, well, if you are a visionary CEO, then you need to have a really good finance/operator person, so that they can keep up with your speed, your vision, the direction that you want to go in, and make sure that you have enough money to do that, right? Because then there's the 3 things that the CEO should actually be doing, and no matter what type of CEO you are, these are the 3 things, okay? Number 1 is casting the vision of the company, the direction that you're going in. Number 2 is making sure that you're having the right people on the bus that are gonna empower that vision to be executed. And then number 3 is making sure that the finances are all in check. And so at the end of the day, how you operate on the day-to-day basis depends upon what type you are, but then simultaneously making sure that you are keeping on track with those things at the same time. So if you have a company, again, where you've raised money, it's going to look way different than if this is a self-funded company that you've totally bootstrapped. So for me, I've never taken on any outside funding. So what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis as a visionary CEO, founder CEO as well, is different than someone who's trying to raise money, because a lot of founder CEOs, they're spending a lot of their time raising money, and they're having to share their story and their vision and their direction to rally people to get them to invest. I've had people literally offer me money, but I say no to it at this point because I don't want to raise outside capital, and that's just a strategic decision that I've made. And then really, when you know these 3 things, it just allows you to come up. Firstly, it allows you to actually have more peace of mind, because for the longest time I kept wondering, like, why do I try and do something and then it just crumbles, right? And then I realized, because I shouldn't be doing it, right? I should be out there thinking of the next vision, going to the next level, creating strategic partnerships, which is what I'm best at, creating content, etc. And then, you know, being okay with, if you're someone who doesn't like making content, then being okay with that, just realizing that you need to have someone on the team who is going to be the one who's going to be able to drive things forward and to get your message out there, like a really solid marketing team. So if you're a builder who's really good at, like, let's say you have a tech company, okay, you're really good at the infrastructure, the coding, etc., then making sure you have a solid marketing team to back you up. And it's just like really getting real with your skill set and actually not trying to bite off more than you can chew. Again, like, I love marketing, but at the end of the day, for me to get my company to the next level where I want it to be, I can't be in there building funnels. I can't be in there writing all the copy. I can't be the one creating the bots. But again, just because I can has meant that I have, and that has ultimately caused things to slow down. I then build something and then I forget to put the zap, which then triggers the workflow, which then triggers the automation onto the pipeline, which then affects not only my marketing team, because they're like, you've just gone behind my back and done this, but it also affects the sales team, because now the sales team doesn't have the lead on the pipeline, and then that also affects the whole tech infrastructure too, because not everything has been completed. And so sometimes you've got to just stay out of your own way. And so that's where it's like, for me as a visionary CEO, like, being okay with the fact, like, the speed is gonna be a little bit slower, but making sure that I have people around me who can complement me, who can keep up with me, and then just bringing A players onto the team. So again, literally I'm just about to head out now. I randomly wanted to film these just because, like, I'm kind of enjoying just doing this raw content where it's like not even edited at all. So if you hate it, please tell me in the comments. If you like it, then tell me as well. So if you hate it though, then obviously that is what is important, because I'm not the one watching this. So with that said, have an amazing day, night, wherever you are in the world. Again, please share this with someone who has their own business or something. Send me a message on IG with the word, well, phrase CEO, and I'll get that over to you, and make sure that I don't try and do it myself, because I'll end up screwing it all up, even though I have this like really big urge to like set that automation up right now, even though I'm just not gonna do it, okay? Just not. So with that said, have an amazing day, lots of love, goodbye.